Hello, Snack Pack. Welcome back to Travel Snacks. And if this is your first time, welcome to the channel. And Travel Snacks is all about traveling, eating good food, making friends, using the resources you have. And even if you want to live a different lifestyle, like living in your car or a van or an RV or a tiny home, and living within your means or maybe on a budget. So, also, I was going to say something and I forgot. So, hello, VW Pointer Argentina and Finchy ASMR. Hello, hello, and hello, Grant. How you doing? This is the first time I have this computer set up here, and it's a lot going on in here. If you guys could just give me like a thumbs up or a yes if you can hear and see me well. So I thought it'd be a cool idea to come to you live from a different location, which you could probably tell what it is, and we'll talk about it in a second. But it's okay, great. I know I was going to talk about that 1.71K subscribers, closing in on that 2K. Yeah, what's my hair doing? Yeah, we're getting close to the 2,000 mark, which is crazy because I feel like we just hit 1,000. Okay, so basically, I'm sure you can tell. We talked about this, and the last live chat is I had a big special announcement, which you probably have seen by now. I made a video that I bought a van, and you can hear all about the whole story about how I got the van, why I got the van, and everything in a video I made a few days ago. And I thought that I would do my first live stream from within my van, which is where I'm at right now. And we are me and my dad are in the very beginning stages of basically taking everything out of it. So I've been filming everything, and those videos are coming very soon. And just to test it, to see if my computer would, like, the internet's obviously in the house. And I was like, okay, well, just let me make sure that the internet will come all the way into the van because we're building it in the backyard. And so it worked fine. So then I come out here like 5 minutes before to turn this thing on, and then it's just like looping and just like not turning on. So I found out, and hopefully this is just the case, I found out that I can't shut my window because for whatever reason, that little pane of glass is stopping the internet from coming through, which seems very weird, and maybe it's just something wrong. But it's a very windy day, and so I hope you guys can hear me because I got to keep this window open. And that's actually fine with me in a sense because it's a very nice day. It's just a little windy. Okay. Hey, Evo Gage, how you doing? Monique, what's up? That's why it's windy, yeah. Okay, I'm glad you guys can still hear me. Oh, before we get started, it looks like you guys already have. Put a like on this if you haven't. Also, if you are new, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That shows YouTube that you guys like these live streams and like the channel, and that's great. Van Life Rocks. Hello for the first time. Thank you so much. I have seen you, Van Life Rocks. You've made a few comments on my videos, and I appreciate that. So welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Snack Pack. And hey, Snow Panther, what's up? Okay, this piece of hair is bugging me already. I'm already annoyed by it. It's a nice day today. What is the weather like where you guys are? I don't even know what temperature it is, but I feel like it's probably like in the 70s. It's so nice. It's just like all of a sudden the wind just picked up real strong, and I'm just trying to, like, I have this window open and then this side door just open so that I can get a nice breeze. Cuphead, what's up, Cuphead? Are gonna go full time. Do you mean am I gonna go full time living in this van? If so, once it's built, yes, that is my plan. My plan is to make this my tiny home, my home on wheels, my home, because I don't have any other homes. Like, this is my parents' home, and I've been staying here in between my travels, but this is still their home. So I want to have a home of my own, and I'm not ready to like settle down anywhere. And so, yes, I want to make this super nice to where I could just live in it full time. 75. Okay, that's good, Grant, because Grant's up in Canada, and a lot of times he has like super cold weather, and I feel bad for him. you liking the van still? I love it. So far, so good. I mean, there's definitely been some things as we've been building that's anytime you do anything building wise, you have things that you're like, oh my gosh. But it's a breezy but humid. Yep, I don't have very much humidity over here. Oh, in Florida. Oh yeah. What's up, Drew? How you doing? Yeah, so it's a very nice day today. I wish the wind would just like cut back just a little bit. Then it would be just like perfect. But other than that, it's been a very, very nice day. What are you guys snacking on today? So let me talk real quick about snacks and food. This thing, it's on the dash, but there's no way to like, it keeps like, the wind keeps picking the thing up like this. I don't have anything in here to like prop it up. Let me try my phone. I don't know. Maybe that'll work for now. So if you guys have been watching, whoa, it's a mess today. I can't wait to see your next adventures. I know, I'm so excited. 99 in Texas. Whew, that's hot. If you guys have been watching some of my previous videos on my last journey, you guys will know that like I started to move towards a plant-based diet because I was feeling and still do feel very heavy, sluggish, and like I want to drop some fat, and it's not like purely for like looks. Like I really just want to be healthy. I want to be more healthy, and it really became apparent when I was on the road, just always driving a lot, always sitting a lot. My ankles were getting swollen, and like I'm not a really big, huge meat eater anyway, so it doesn't feel like a loss to me if I go plant-based. So I've been really trying to get going towards that even more. So I'm not doing perfectly, but this week one of the like luxury items that I've been snacking on is these Ritz crackers. And if you guys don't ever try these Ritz crackers, like Ritz is something that I always forget is out there, and probably because I feel like they're very buttery and like, you know, you can kind of tell that they have fat going on in here, but they're so good, especially if you pair it with like some cheese, like cheese and crackers. It's so good. So I got a box of these, and that's kind of been like a little snack item for this week. Once they're gone, I'm not going to buy any more because I feel like there's just so many calories, and it's not so many calories if you eat the calorie like servings, like 2 crackers or 6 crackers. But like when I eat them, then I just want to eat like a lot of them, and that's just not going to be good. That defeats the purpose. Cucumbers with tuna right now. Ooh, I love that. I love Ritz, but very unhealthy. Yeah, exactly. So you know what I'm talking about. Just had an Angus burger. Oh man, that does sound good though. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of things that I like meat wise, but I'm just like, I don't eat meat all the time anyways. Burger does sound good. Like if you stack it up with like, well, like I like it if there's like avocado. Am I still connected? It says the connection is unstable. Okay, it's back, maybe. If I had like a burger, I want to have like a lot of lettuce, avocado, mayonnaise, ketchup, pickles. So then it just becomes like a full-on calorie situation. It's kind of unstable. This sucks. And I can't move the van because it's on a like one of those like ramp things that you like back on and your tires like up a little bit, because a couple times my dad has had to go under the van to unscrew some bolts. So whatever. Well, hopefully it's not too terrible of a connection and we can get through this live chat. So, okay, your connection's good. Okay, sorry for if anybody's getting a bad connection. I don't know how to solve that, especially if I'm going to do more live streams from the van. I'll try to figure out something. Maybe I can get like an extender and put it outside, because we do have a plug up on the patio. So I'll check that out. But I think it should be a decent connection today. And I'm not too far from the house. Like you can see the porch right there. So in terms of eating and food, I just recently learned about like this, like, I guess they call it like a high carb diet. And I don't even like to use the word diet because I'm not over here trying to like diet. Because I'm like, I feel fine with the way I look, but I also feel like heavy health wise. But basically, like, the premise is you can eat like high carb things, just not like carbs, like, you know, pizzas and crackers and all these like heavy refined carbs. But obviously you could eat like potatoes and rice, and I'm like, potatoes and rice, I'll gain like 412 pounds. But like, I started to watch a lot of videos and did some research and stuff. So there's a lot of YouTubers that have this type of lifestyle. And so, man, I don't think I've eaten rice or potatoes in so long, just because like I always feel like it's banned, like you're not supposed to. So I'm gonna give it a try, and obviously along with that, the whole point is to eat a lot more vegetables and fruits. So basically, I'm gonna be going this weekend and getting like a bunch of new things. So I'll keep you guys posted on what's happening, and I think it's a good time to do this too, because it's like summer, and it's more refreshing to eat like fruits and stuff in the summer. My Ritz crackers are about to fall. Oh my God, I just had a full dirt. What's Daguerrean? Is that a typo? Or is that a food that I don't know about? Rule of thumb is avoid all food in white group bread, rice, sugar. Right, exactly. It makes total sense. Pizza this morning, totally not healthy, but pizza's delicious. Well, fun fact about me is that I've always eaten pizza, like for the most part, especially since I was like when I was a little kid, I would always peel off the cheese and the meat and just eat the bread and the sauce. Clearly, I love all carbs. I don't discriminate against carbs, but I never really loved like cheesy, goopy pizzas, and I never really was into like pepperonis. But sometimes I will just eat it. But I just like bread. I love bread. Let me look at my notes because I wrote some notes down so we can stay on track. Oh, okay. So this is a topic I don't even like to talk about, but I'm going to talk about it just since you guys are on here. I feel like you guys have been like super generous with like when we're on these live chats to like donate to the snack fund or make donations and stuff. And I just wanted to say one thing about it. And like, I hope you don't take this as anything other than just information, because whether you give or not, I'm still coming to you. I want to still give you information. But for those of you that do like to support the channel and give, you can do it with those like super stickers or super chats. There's like a little $sign. When you do that, that's great. And I love it. But YouTube does take 30% of that. And it doesn't matter to me if you guys want to give that way, but I'm just letting you know it's your money that you're giving. So if you want YouTube to have 30% of it, then you can continue to give that way. If you want to give a different way that doesn't have so many like high fees, then you can use PayPal or Cash App, and those links are in every one of my videos. So I know it's a touchy conversation because I don't even like to like ask people to help or do anything to give me money because I'm like on my own journey. But I know a lot of you do support the channel and do want to see me keep going and stuff. And so if you feel that you want to give, feel free to give any way that you'd like, but it's definitely not necessary. And you definitely never have to worry about saying like, oh, I wish I could give you more. Like none of that even, like it never enters into my mind. So anything that you guys give out of your heart is just like a blessing and is appreciated. So I just wanted to like say that because I know when I've given to people on YouTube, I never knew that they didn't get like the full amount. I thought it might have been like 5 or 10%, but after getting some of the super chats, I was like, what's going on? And then it was like 30%. So YouTube's definitely, you know, getting their chunk, which is fine because they provide the platform, but also I'm like 30%, bro, that's a lot of money. So anyway, you have the donation on your end, just not only for my channel, but any other live streams that you watch. Okay, no, you're right. YouTube definitely takes too much from the donations. Yeah, I think it's a lot. Like, I don't know of any other platform. Maybe I'm just missing out, but that's my mom. Maybe it's, I don't know. I don't know why they take 30%. I think a lot of the other like platforms take like 15% maybe. I'm not really sure. But this is like a new thing for me, being on these lives and just knowing about super chats and stuff. So it's really interesting to see how different companies, you know, do with their like tools and stuff. So I think YouTube should come down on that though, because it's like, That's a lot of money. So anyways, that was a little note that I had here. Let's see. I'm going to show you the van in just a second. But before we do that, I feel, yeah, YouTube is greedy a little bit. I mean, I hate to say that on their platform because that's kind of rude. That's like talking about like the owner of the company you work for, because in essence, that's who actually Google pays me, and I actually haven't gotten paid yet. So I guess nobody pays me at this point. So yeah, YouTube is worse than the mob. Yeah, it's weird. It's like, I appreciate them for the platform, but also I'm like, I think that's a little bit much. Hey, J to the B. Yeah, it is true though. It's like, I don't like to complain about, like, you don't want to bite the hand that feeds you, you know what I'm saying? But also, like, I think there could be a little more fairness, and we'll jump off that topic. I feel the need to talk briefly about the holiday yesterday, Juneteenth, which I put this on my Instagram story. And if you guys are not already following me on Instagram, it's travelsnacks_. And I'm more up to date on that because YouTube takes a while for me to edit and videos get out and stuff. So to stay more up to date, go on Instagram and follow me there. And then we can, be Instagram friends. But I posted this yesterday. Is like, I think I heard about Juneteenth at some point. I don't know what, and like I thought it was like a fake thing, like Festivus. If you guys ever watched like Seinfeld, there was like a whole episode about like this holiday called Festivus that I think George's family made up or something. So when I heard Juneteenth, I was just like, oh, that's like probably a thing people just made up. And like then, like a few days ago or whenever, like recently, I found out it's like a real thing, and it's not only just a real thing, but it's like a real serious thing and like a really important thing. Felt the same way. Like a lot of people that I know. And it was very troubling. So as you guys know, the world has been in, like America's been in like full on turmoil lately, and just like a lot of things are going on. And so I've been learning a lot just on social media, which is great. I'm glad I'm learning a lot of things. But then I was like, I don't think it's enough for me personally to just only learn things on social media. I think like for me, I feel an obligation, not in a bad way, but just I feel like I should take the time to educate myself a little bit more, because now I'm like questioning everything, about all the history I learned, all the America's heroes, holidays, even the national anthem. Didn't even know that there was another verse that's racist in our national anthem. Did not know that. I just learned that recently. Oh, hold on. I think somebody just gave me a donation. Where's my phone? Oh, it's propping up my computer. I gotta look because I get an alert. Hold on. Now my phone's gonna go slow because I'm out here. You got money. Monique, $30. Hold on. I got something for you. But you gotta wait a second. Let me get you with this one. Did you guys hear that? Hallelujah. And I finally got the sounds. I got an app that has sounds. I talked about this, I think, at the last one, because I feel like it's so exciting to like get a like donation to the snack fund. So that's for you, Monique. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. And PayPal is a great way to do donations, because I think right now during like COVID and like all this other stuff, I think they're waiving all the fees and stuff. I could be wrong, but when I went on there to do a donation for something, there was like no fees or something. So yeah, so I have these cool little buttons, and so it's very exciting. I downloaded a bunch of them. It's a free app, and like there's like a lot of cool weird things like awkward record scratch. Like there's so many of them, but there's a button or a thing that you could put these into favorites, so if there's ones that you like. So anyways, if you guys make a donation, and then they have ads. Oh, hold on. You gotta listen to the ad for 5 seconds though, because it's free. But anyways, it's a free app, and there's like tons of different sounds, and you can put like as many as you want in the favorites. So that's that. Anyways, back to the holidays, and then I'm going to wrap up on that conversation because it's been really heavy lately, and but it's also been positive too because I think a lot of people are like awakening, including myself, and it feels good to be like part of this time of our life. Like it's crappy that it's been happening, but also good to be part of like finally making some moves. So anyways, I encourage anybody to take some time to like look through your own history, because I know not everybody on this chat is from America, but I know for me, like I'm gonna take some time, you know, a little bit at a time. Like you don't have to overwhelm yourself. Everyone has lives, you know, to continue to live. But I am gonna start like going back to see like what actual things were real and try to find as much unbiased information as possible, which is kind of hard because the internet can serve you anything that you want to find, like for or against whatever you want to believe. So I really want to try to find like the truth if possible. And I asked for like recommendations from people, and several people got back to me and told me about a few books and a few resources, and so I'm really excited to start doing that. And especially like if you guys know of any like podcasts or audiobooks, because when I take off on my journey, I listen to like podcast after podcast, because when you're driving, that's like pretty much all you can do, or talk on the phone to somebody. And so if you guys have any things that are educational and things that'll be uplifting and stuff like that. Classic episode. Yeah, that was a classic episode. Hey DJ Wells, how you doing? What happened to DJ Wells? Sorry about the car. What happened to the car? Did we talk about it and I already forgot? Or maybe it was on Instagram or something. I must have missed something, but let me know what happened. Okay, so like let's see, we've been on here for like 20 something minutes. Try to pace this thing out, you know, so we can have some time to chat. If there's anything you guys want to chat about or have any questions, put it in the chat and we'll chat about it. But I'm going to give you like a very, oh, dang, you hit a deer. Oh, it's like a little rainbow deer on, not a rainbow deer, reindeer on the little emoji. That's so sad. Oh man. So with your car, was it totaled? And I don't even want to ask about the deer. I'm pretty sure the answer is pretty sad, so I'm not going to ask about that. That sucks. But you know what? Not to be like, I don't want to just be dismissive at all, but like one of the things that I like to try to live by is like whenever anything happens to me that I perceive to be negative, I was to be like an ending of a chapter, and I'm supposed to advance from that next thing. So, and sometimes it takes a while to get past whatever the hard thing that happened, but I really hope that you can, you know, move to the next stage, whatever you're trying to get to. Just the light, but all good. Oh, that's good. Okay, well, so that's good, but still now you got to get a new light, but yeah, that's a bummer. Hey, Oscar. Oh, we haven't done it yet. Oscar, you are just in time. DJ Wells, well, light fender hood bumper, is that what? Yeah, it sucks though when you get when you hit something, hit a curb, hit a car, get hit. It's startling, and it's also like it just like, you know, jolts you, and that's kind of, you know, makes you feel like, oh man. And then especially if it's just like something minor too, then you gotta like be inconvenienced to go get stuff fixed and stuff, so that sucks. But I know you'll get that taken care of. Okay, I'm gonna do like a little mini tour. And you know what's funny, Oscar? You said, let's see your van, what's her name? So when I was going to like look for vans and buy vans, I was like, I'm getting a guy van. Like it's like in my mind, I was thinking I'm going to name it a guy name. And what's funny is like everybody that I've told about like, I'm getting a van or I got a van, they're like, what's her? I never even thought of it like that. Like I always thought it was going to be like a boy van. And then my mom had an interesting perspective because I was like, I don't have a name for the van because like I want to like get in the van and get a vibe off of it. Yeah, van. I want to get a vibe off of it. But my mom had a good point is like, once I get everything like fully built and ready to take off, the idea I have in my head and the Pinterest things I've saved and the videos I've watched and like the inspiration is very like feminine vibes. It'll be inside here. Like it's gonna be very like light and bright, like white, like wood, and just like kind of like a more like feminine soft vibe. And so she's like, well, the exterior of your van, you may look at it as like more masculine, which this is weird talking about a van like it's a person, but you guys kind of get it if you have a car that you really like or love. But the inside is going to be more like girly. And I don't want to say girly, but it's more like feminine energy. And so I feel like it's kind of like the flow is going towards it's going to be, a girl name. So stay tuned. I'm going to be asking you guys probably like contest because it is a personal thing to like to name your van. But if you guys have any ideas, I might end up taking that. Just like if you have a baby and people are like, oh, call it this, call it this, call this. And you might be like, none of those names are great. Or you might be like, oh, I never thought of that. And I love it. So yeah, I'll probably, when we do a live chat more in the future, when I'm getting ready to be more like ready to move out on the road, I'll probably do like that kind of thing where we'll talk about more about that. Outside will be geezer van. Yeah, it definitely will. It looks like kind of like an old creeper van. I want to get it painted white so it's more like a work truck van. Not that the cops are going to be fooled by that if they want to like if there's a place where you're not supposed to park or whatever. But I just think it'd be a little more stealthy if you park in neighborhoods. I don't know how stealthy it'll be, but I do want to get it painted, but that's going to be like one of the last things I do, or it might just have to wait for a while because I can either paint it myself, which is fine because it's not like a brand new van. And I don't really care if it looks like homemade, but I also don't want it to look like super homemade, like really tacky. So that's kind of on the last part of the list, of getting the van like updated. With the whole isolation, I wasn't really going to my car, so my car got hit overnight. Monique, dang. So was it like a hit and run? They hit it and then just took off and didn't even leave a note? That sucks. And if that's the case, what do you do about that? Do you just like file a claim with your own insurance and then you got to pay for it yourself? Maybe they would pay for part of it and you have to pay your deductible. Man, that blows, man. Yeah, I've been totally different topic, but kind of on the same thing of the things that sucks. I've been putting off doing my taxes because I did work half the year last year at my last job, and I was thinking like that I would break even, and I didn't finish doing the taxes. I just did a quick run through, first pass on Credit Karma, and I think I'm gonna have to owe like, I don't know, like $1,000 or $1,500. And I'm like, and I just did it today. So I was like, fudge. It's not, I like, my funds are limited, IRS. Don't be taking my money. But, I was self-employed all those years and I had to pay quarterly taxes, and I did, but I didn't like pay every quarter because I didn't work every quarter last year. I guess I should have paid a little more into it, but I didn't. And so now I'm like paying the cost literally. So that was a little bad news today, but that I can do that. So I will just get over myself. Where do you want to go on your travels? I want to go everywhere. I think the first thing I'm going to do, it's hard to say because I don't know how long it's going to take to redo this van. We've kind of estimated 2 to 3 months. It could go faster. It could be longer, but I really don't think it's going to take longer than that. But my plan was to go up north to like Idaho, Wyoming, Montana, all those areas because it was going to be cooler. But if I'm here in the desert for the next couple months and I'm done with this van, say in like September, then it's going to start cooling down. So then I'm like, okay, so is it like, do I want to go somewhere where it's colder? So I have to really see like when I'm done with the van, what the temperature is. And basically like, if you guys have heard of like chasing the weather when you're a traveler or a nomad, that's kind of what I've been trying to stick to, just because even though I'm going to insulate the van, I'm not going to have a heater, like not that I'm aware of. I don't think I'm going to pay the extra cost to do that at this point unless I start going to some really super cold places, and then I might consider it later. But those heaters are expensive. And in terms of like staying cool, when I was living in my car, I got, to places that were in like the high 20s and low 30s. And even just with blankets, it was cold, but it was doable. And I didn't have any insulation. So I'm not really worried about the cold as much as I am more of the heat, because I don't want to suffocate in the van. So that's a whole side tangent about weather and stuff. So tentatively, I'm going to be going up north. And then from there, I'm just going to keep moving. Lean in a second because I want to say something real quick, and I really hope my parents are not on here. But so I've been staying with my parents like when I'm not traveling, and it's great because I love my parents, but also like I'm an adult and I want to have my own space. But I think it's going to be really hard for them when I leave, because in my mind I'm thinking this is going to be my house. Like I'm not going to be coming back to their house all the time again from then on, because this will be where I will live, and I'll just go wherever I need to go. And of course I'm going to visit my parents, but I think they think I'm going to keep, traveling for 2 months, coming back to stay here for like 2 months. And I think it's going to be very hard and sad. And I kind of been trying to tell them, like, that's not really the case, but they've kind of gotten used to having me here. And so it makes me like kind of like sad, and like, that's kind of a bummer. So that's one of the things that people don't talk about, like when they're doing like van life. And I guess not everybody's in my position to where you go back to your parents in between travels. So that's kind of something that's been on my mind too. What was the notification? Maybe I missed something. Oh, are you saying you just got the notification for the live stream right now? I don't know then. Then YouTube's tripping. I hope it didn't just come to you right now. But you're here, so welcome, Fake Freedom. I'm glad you're here. How am I don't know if I'm saying your name. Is it Shioban Kelly? I know you've been on here before, but I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, so correct me if I'm wrong. I caught you live late, but I'm here. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for coming on. Pretty much filed a claim, did a police report, now have to take the car. Dang. Like, take the car, like, take it, like, it's totaled, so you have to start over with a new car, because I know you were planning for a journey. That's weird, Fake Freedom. I get notification right on time. Yeah, like, usually I get the notification for other live streams pretty much right on time, but it could have been, like, a delay for the email program. I'm not sure. A second stimulus check would definitely help. Bro. I would love if they had a second stimulus check. That would be like the best thing, because that would just like, it would suck because I'd have to give it all right back to the IRS, but at least I wouldn't have to come out of my savings. Last time also like 30 minutes into the stream. That's so weird. I'm trying to think. I wonder if you could like, I'm just making this up. I have no facts about this. I wonder if you could go onto my YouTube and like click the bell, like unnotification and then notification again, or unsubscribe and then subscribe again with notifications. Maybe that would help. That's maybe too extra. I don't know if that's real, but I just made that up. But maybe you could try it. Monique, I bought a portable AC and it actually works. Oh, I'm so happy I got it, especially in Florida. Really? Like a portable AC for your house or for your car? Because I've heard about portable ACs. The one reason I didn't want to go with that, even in the van, is because of the noise. And a lot of times I park in hotel parking lots and residential. And I don't want people to like hear like a fan blowing, like a big air. I think I got another notification. Hold on a second. Gotta wait for my phone to load. Grant, $20. Hold on, I gotta get a good one. Gotta wait for the ad. I'm gonna try to find another one, even if I pay for it, to get a better one that doesn't have to have ads. But I gotta turn it up. That's the one I usually try to do with like my own sound effects. That's your sound, Grant. That's gonna be your one, because it's like it's like a party. And I'm also gonna give you party horn. Thank you so much. Thank you for the donations. You guys are super awesome, and that's going to help me pay my taxes. Thank you so much. Let's see. Sounds like Siobhan, Irish. Siobhan. All right, that's beautiful. I like that. I'm part Irish. Just a little bit, though, on my dad's side. Might be a New York delay, maybe. Am I near Oregon? I'm not near Oregon. I'm in Southern California. Oh, they took it to the body shop. Okay. I'm so excited for you at the new van. Thank you so much. I'm very excited. Snow Panther. I clicked the bell, but it takes me to my display settings. Oh, okay. Oh, also, Fake Freedom. Are you getting your notifications on your computer or on your phone? Because sometimes you can even go into your settings, like your notification settings, whatever device you're using, and check those settings out. Because I know sometimes those are wonky on my phone. So check that out. Awesome. I'm glad you guys love those sound effects because they're fun for me too. On the computer. Yeah, maybe check your notifications because that might be a thing, or your email program. So hopefully you'll start getting them on time. But oh, well, anyways, just know that we always do Snack Chat Saturday. It's like, so far it's been working out, seems like, for everybody. 2 p.m. Pacific and 5 p.m. Eastern. And that way you can maybe put a little alert in your phone if you want to make sure that you jump in right at the beginning. Look into Jackery power stations. I have heard many good reviews. I actually have one. I have the 240. And it's like the little like power bank it has a little handle on it. So it's only good for like, obviously, like 240 watts. So it's not like super, super, super powerful, but it does the job in terms of like recharging my computer and my phone and all these things. So that's good. Siobhan, I'm itching to get back out on the road. I know. I started my journey in February, but some girl decided she'd rather hit my car and told it, what's up? We're having a lot of problems with car hitting and deer hitting. We need to like have a prayer of like, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. No more hitting of anything. Like a bubble of protection around any cars or vans for the snack pack. Man, it's like such a bummer because I know when you get hit or anything happens like that, that would be a lot. I'd have to drink a lot of water because even just talking for like an hour, my throat gets a little dry. Amen. Hi from London. Hey, Dave Trance. Hey, how you doing? Everyone's doing well. We seem to be having a lot of people getting their cars hit for whatever reason, but not anymore. We're putting a ban on that. What about bugs? Bugs in a computer or bugs in the van, or what type of bugs? Let me know. I'm telling you, it was disgusting and a nightmare, but all's well now. We all need prayer while on the road. Definitely, that's for sure. We always need prayer. Okay, I've been talking for so long. Let's look at this van. Okay, so so real quick. I have a video coming out tomorrow that's kind of like the part 2 of, like, if you guys saw, I made a video about trying to keep your food cool in a car, and I reviewed like a igloo cooler. It was not a sponsored thing. It was just something I wanted to try. And so that video was good. And I ended up sending that back, and then I bought a fridge freezer on Amazon and reviewed that, also not sponsored, because I wanted to see if I could put a fridge in my car. So it was all before the van. And so I reviewed that, and that video is coming tomorrow. And then on Tuesday, you'll be getting a full van tour. I already filmed it before we started ripping stuff out. But you guys came on to the live stream today, so I feel like I want to show you guys what we've done so far. But still watch that video when it comes out, the van tour, because I talk about what's going to be next and stuff too on that video. Also, I've been filming everything step by step. So we took out the wheelchair lift, we took out the back seat bench, we started ripping out the carpet and all this stuff. So I'm making individual videos, and there's gonna be a playlist because a lot of people want to build their own van. And so I want to make sure there's a playlist in case people don't know what to do, like we don't know what we're doing. All right, let's see the van. Okay, let's see. I'm on my laptop, so it's a little bit harder. So basically, it's hard to see. Sorry, guys. It's so dark. How am I gonna make it? Let me see if I can open this. We took off the door panels. Is that better? Okay, so what we did so far, we took off the door panels. So we had to take that whole thing off, and that took like a whole day. Then there used to be a bench seat back here, and we took that off, and we already started ripping out some of the carpet. We ripped out this panel already. And there's a lot of electrical stuff. Like, we don't really know what that is, but I think that's, in fact, we kind of figured out that it's like the AC for, like up here, there's like vents for the backseat people. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. We might try to take it out, but if there's going to be Freon and stuff, I don't know if we're going to be able to do it or have someone do it or just leave it in. This stuff was bolted in. So we have to probably have my dad crawl under there and figure that out. But these bolts right here, there was this wheelchair, hold on. This wheelchair docking station was bolted onto the floor. And those are under the van, and they're bolted like above the gas tank. So that really sucks because we can't get to it. And then it's kind of nice in here because like some of it's really nice, like not that TV. I'm not keeping that TV, but it's like leather. And then they have these like push button cabinets that has storage. And then there's these party lights up here. They have like all these like lights. And then this old school TV, and it came with, hold on, a VCR. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a full-on VCR in there. Probably can't see that very well. Yeah. And then in the front, it's just like kind of old school with the like wood grain, you know. And the seats are nice, like they are just cloth. Hold on. I didn't get to show you. There's also a cassette player. I don't know if you can see it, but it's behind that trash can. So, I mean, this thing is like rigged out for parties, but I'm going to tear everything out because it's a little old school. You know, it's a 2003. And let me get this back on. Chevy Express Explorer, and it's like, it's old school. It's 2003. That's a lot of years ago. Oh my God, I had to fog my car for bugs. Oh, dude, summer in Florida and some areas is horrid. I did not think about that. So far, we haven't had any bugs. Like in the house, we have some of those like little June bug things, but nothing crazy. Yeah, there's lots of room. And as we've been taking stuff out, obviously, you know, if you take panels off, you know, it starts to become even like bigger or wider. Because I was a little concerned because my dad wanted me to keep the bed that like it's a couch and then it just folds out into a bed. But by doing that, like, first of all, it didn't work super, super well because it would like stick and you'd have to kind of force it with your leg, which you'll see in the video that I made. But also it was like I'm 5'7", and the way that the is it width and width? Let's just say width. I'm just making that up. The width of the bed was like 5'6", and so either my head was going to be not on the bed, or my feet, or I'd have to sleep diagonal. And I'm like, if I have to live in this thing full time, I'm not trying to like, you know, just be like uncomfortable. I want to like lay in the bed. And so I knew by taking off the panels and like redoing everything, like just redoing everything, I can decide how much space I want to take, you know, with building it out, insulation and stuff like that. Now, side note, I have no experience building things. I can build some IKEA things. I can build, you know, do crafts and stuff off of Pinterest. I'm decently crafty and I can be pretty handy. Like if I don't know how to do something, I'll figure it out. My dad is very like handy. Like he can build rooms, he can build things, and he knows about things. But like he doesn't know everything. He doesn't know how to like do like all this mega wiring and all these things. So we're learning together. So it's kind of a nice bonding experience for me and my dad also. So we're just taking our time. Like we're trying to get through it. You know, we're not just being like dilly dally, but we're trying to get through it. But also like it does take time to just get through everything. So anyways, now that we have one panel off, I laid in it today and I can fit all the way across. Of course, now I still got to add a mattress and all these things, but like my head will go into like the window space, but it won't be touching the window, or my feet will go into the window space, and that's okay. That's fine, because it's just me. Okay, lots of room. Yes, I could see. Okay, cool. Why the panels? Leave the AC unit in. Yeah, tell me what your opinion is about that, about the AC unit, because we just discovered it. I think it was last night or this morning when we took off kind of the panel, and we're like, what is that? I was excited because I thought it was an extra battery and I thought I was gonna buy, but it wasn't. And there's like all these tubes running to the engine and stuff, and I feel like it's gonna be hard to remove that AC unit. And if I remove the one back there, I think it might affect the one up here, like in the cabin, and that's gonna be bad because I definitely need AC. So we might just leave it in. Let me know what you think about it, because I'm probably never going to use it back there because it's just going to be me, and I'm not going to leave the engine running, like letting it just run. Overhead compartments, they are cool. I know it's kind of a bummer because we're going to take everything out, but then I'm going to rebuild so I can have like nicer cabinets that kind of open up, like latch up, I think. I have so many ideas, and so I've written like a major, like I have like a notebook, and I've been writing everything down and organizing it, because like I'll see a video and I'll be like, oh, I want to do it that way, and then I'll see another video, I'm like, oh no, I want to do it that way, and so I have to like narrow down and then be realistic as well. It is very spacious. Like when the wheelchair lift was in here and the back seat, like dang, maybe I didn't get the right van. But it is pretty spacious in here, and I'm a fairly minimal person. I've been living in one room in my parents' house, so like pretty much all my stuff is already gone, but I am selling the rest of my stuff for the most part before I leave. So I need to start getting on that. I need to sell, like I have some bar stools, like a TV stand, some of my clothes. Like there's things I just want to get rid of because I'm never gonna use those things. TV from 1988. I totally think it is from 1988. It's so old, and it's a VHS cassette player. It's so crazy. I never watch TV anyways. I just watch Netflix. It is in pretty good condition. Like I was very surprised. Obviously, one tip that I've learned is once we get everything, all the carpet out, is like to look for rusts and stuff so that you can like take care of that, because you don't want, like once you start putting stuff over it, you don't want it to continue to rust. Yeah, cassette player. I'm going to take that out, but also all the things we're taking out, we're trying to take them out in like a nicer way instead of just ripping it, because maybe somebody that has an old Chevy van might want some of the panels or our parts. So we're trying to take it out and like save it, and I'm going to put everything on Facebook Marketplace just in case. If it doesn't sell, whatever, just take it to the dump. But I think it's always nice to try to repurpose things and allow people the opportunity, because it's less wasteful. So much can be done to make it home. I know, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Van life rocks. Van pool party. Wouldn't that be crazy if I like, before I start building bed frames and stuff, is to like have like an inflatable pool and have a little pool party? I mean, you couldn't fit too many people in here, but that would be like an interesting thing. But then I think it'd get like super moldy and weird. VCR, yes, it's a VCR. It's crazy. That should be fun to do, work but fun. Sell the VCR. I bought one to do digital transfer of home movies. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna definitely put that up on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or wherever, because like you never know, people like need things for different reasons. We're gonna try to sell the wheelchair lift. I don't know if we're gonna be successful because it was a pretty old lift. I did call a few places to see if like mobility places to see if they would want it even as a donation, and they're like, no, because it's older, and we try to get like newer ones because the new wheelchair lifts are like $3,000. And so I'm like, hey, like even if I could get like 200 or $300 for that thing, that adds up. And then the bench seat in the back, it's electric, and all the ones I could find online like eBay were all like anything for any of these things. I'm still like, it's fine because I want to just make it like my own home. So it's crazy. It's like I still don't think that I've really like fully realized that I like have a van, that it's mine, that I'm gonna have it and it's gonna be like the way I want it. But I'm just very excited to see what comes of it. You can use it to cool heat your van while driving, plus the cost to remove the AC unit is ridiculous. Yeah, I haven't even looked into the cost to have it removed because we just discovered it. Oh, that is smart though. Like as I'm driving, you're right. Like just like make, especially like, oh yeah, you're smart. Especially like driving, like pump the air on, and then when turn it off, it like kind of keeps it because it will be insulated. You're smart. So I think we'll probably end up, keeping it in there. So thank you for that. D Youngin, thank you so much. $10. Wait, where's my, I always forget that I have my computer propped up. Let's see. Gotta listen. Hold on, I gotta watch the ad. That's annoying. I'm gonna have to pay for the upgrade. Hold on. How about this one? Yeah. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the donations to the snack fund. It really does help out every little bit. Anything that I get, I spend wisely. So don't think it's going to waste. I'm not spending it on junk. It will definitely go towards taxes or supplies to build the van or gas when I get back on the road. So I truly appreciate it. Technical difficulties are you guys not being able to see or hear me? Let me know. Fake Freedom, how long are you planning this will take? Road ready. So far we've only worked on this for 3 days. And the thing that took the longest and has been taking the longest is bolts and screws, which it never occurred to me that it would take this long. But the first day we took out the wheelchair lift, it took like 6 hours. Now, taking the wheelchair lift actually out took like a half an hour. But the reason it took so long, because the plate that was on the ground, like holding it in place, there were 6 screws or bolts or whatever, and they were all rusted. And so my dad actually had to like drill into them, and it took forever. And it like, I felt so bad because like it needs, somebody that has a little strength, and my dad definitely was like, I have to do this. And so sometimes he had to crawl under the van and like get the bolts out, and it just like sucked. So it's like little things like that. Like if everything was easy to take off, it would take so much less time. But we've had to do like bolts under the van a few times. Even ripping off the door panels took a while because we weren't sure what was behind it. And so sometimes it's just like, you don't know until you know. So road ready, we're estimating between 2 to 3 months. I have no idea. I've never done a van build before. And also, like we're not working on it every day because I have to still edit videos and make videos. And, like I don't want to like work my dad to the bone. So, also I still want to do like a little bit of like California travel, like one day here, one day there. So we're going to typically work on it for like 3 or 4 days a week. So that's why I say 2 to 3 months, but it could go faster. Who knows? Maybe a homeless shelter or some type of organization for the lift. Oh, yes. I did call one church organization that has a thrift store And they didn't really know what to do with it. They were like, it's a nice gesture, but we wouldn't know what to do with it. But I will see about a homeless shelter because maybe that could be helpful. So I think my parents might have an extender in the house, and that's the reason I'm even connected here. But I think I can just take that connector and put it on the outside, and then that's free. So I think I'm going to try that. D. Youngin, you helped me get a discount on the portable battery jumper, so I returned the favorite. Oh, thank you so much for the donation to your channel. Thank you so much. I'm glad you got that portable jump starter too. I love mine. So I'm glad you got that. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Okay, so we're almost at the hour mark. What do you guys think? I had an idea, which I think it might be fun, but I think we could play like a little short game. Let me know, thumbs up if you guys want to play a little short game. And if you don't, then we can end pretty soon. Because I like staying on chatting with you guys, and it's a nice Saturday. Hey, Kelly P, how you doing? How's it going? How's your Saturday? Thumbs up for Fake Freedom. Anyone else? All right, Monique, Grant. All right. Snow Panther, I want to play a game. Okay, so fun fact. Like, you guys probably know by now that I have 2 sons. They're grown. They both have their own YouTube channels. And when we still lived together, it was like when I first started thinking about having a YouTube channel like a few years back. I was like, let's do a YouTube channel together, the 3 of us, like, so me and my 2 sons. And they're like, okay, Mom. So we started a YouTube channel called Sharpe Show. And so it was the 3 of us, and we would do like little challenges and stuff. We only did like 7 videos because after a while they're like, okay, Mom, we have our own channels, and also like we're not always going to live together, so it's like a channel that's going to end up going nowhere. So we're going to just move on to do our own thing. But we did a couple videos on that channel called like to the game Would You Rather, which I'm sure you guys know of. If you don't know it, it's like there's 2 options, and you have to, whoa, super windy. There's 2 options, and we're going to discuss the 2 options to see which one different questions. And I want to hear what you guys' thing is, and I'll tell you what mine thing is. But I'm going to have you guys tell yours first, and then I'll tell you what mine is. Okay, so Siobhan says, I have to get running. I'll look for the video this week. Take care. Stay well. Oh, thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Oh, it's lagging. All right. I'm sorry, guys, for the lagging. Hopefully it gets better. Maybe with the wind, too, it's not helping. Let me know if it gets better. Okay. Okay, so you guys ready for Would You Rather? Give me a thumbs up or some kind of emoji. I'm sorry, it's cutting in and out. I don't know what else to do because otherwise I'd have to go into the house, which is okay if you want. Okay. These are all travel related. I thought that we'd stick into the travel related category. So the first question, would you rather have traffic lights be all green for the rest of your life, or you never have to stand in line anywhere ever the rest of your life? Go. Which one would you guys rather do? All green lights, so when you're driving, you're always going to get a green light. Basically, it's like a free pass to like just keep driving. Or you never have to stand in line at the store, at Disneyland, at a concert, or anywhere. You just basically just get in. And don't think of it as like I'm taking a spot from other people, because this is like fake, because obviously this is not a real thing. But always think of it like, what would you rather? Okay, so far we got 2 green lights. 2 green lights. So 2 people say they would rather have green lights. Oh, we got 4 green lights. Oh, come on, there's a few more people that haven't let me know what their would you rather would be. Green light for sure. I swear there are some lights I never get green. I didn't think. Okay, so Fake Freedom, the question is, would you rather get a green light for the rest of your life driving, or never have to stand in line anywhere ever for the rest of your life, like grocery store, movie theater, concert? Snow Panther, give me the green light. D. Youngin, no standing in line. So we got all green lights except for one person standing in line. Hey, VW Pointer Argentina. Saludos desde Argentina. I don't know what that means, but maybe it means fake freedom. Hopefully you heard the question. I know this might be cutting in and out. So we got almost all green lights and no standing in line. Okay, this is the last call, and I'm going to tell you what mine's going to be. Greetings from Argentina. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I loved Argentina. I went to Argentina last year for the first time ever, and I loved it. One of my favorite places. Awesome. Okay, so mine is, I'm with D. Youngin, no standing in line. Because I feel like, for me, green lights give me a chance to like take a break from driving. And I would imagine that this question holds differently depending on if you're in a city or in a smaller town or like whatever, because if you're constantly driving a lot and you're in a place that has a lot of lights, it's probably super annoying. And it's funny because I drive a lot, especially when I'm on the road, but mostly I'm on the highways and stuff. So maybe it doesn't make me feel as bad, but I like to sometimes just stop at a light and just take it all in. But I hate standing in line because I feel like I want to just get going. Like I don't want to be waiting around in the grocery store. I don't want to be waiting in the movie, like outside. And there's so many lines places. That would if you go to the DMV to register your car, or if you're like waiting in line at the doctor's office, I feel like waiting is such a waste of my life. So that's what I would pick. So, but now like I'm thinking like, am I just seeing it wrong? Like almost all of you picked green light. So that's interesting. It's so interesting to me how everyone thinks differently. And if you guys have any reasons why, feel free to let me know. Maybe you'll change my mind. Okay. I don't know Spanish, so I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe I don't know what that means. Okay, so you guys, the way I feel about lines is the way you feel about lights. That makes sense. Like, I understand it's like, if you're waiting at a light, and you are right, there is one light in this town that we live that just takes forever. And sometimes I just go through it because it'll make like 2 rotations for other people. And then it's just like, did you forget about me? Am I just not sitting here? And so sometimes I just have to go through and hope there's not like a camera. I'm in the UK and always get caught at red lights. Oh, that sucks. I mean, red lights do suck. But I still think lines suck more. And maybe because I'm lazy and I don't like to stand up a lot. Which is why I'm working on my health. I do not do popular things, so no lines. Yeah, I just don't about the no green lines. Okay, so we're gonna go on to the next would you rather. This is the next question for would you rather. Oh, this is a good one. I already know my answer, but I want to see what you guys say. Okay, would you rather get unlimited airline tickets to anywhere, international or ever, or free food for the rest of your life? All free food ever, forever. Restaurants, groceries, not, and I don't mean like greedy, like you're just gonna be hoarding food. I mean just like whenever you're ready to get groceries or food, you just get it. Like you don't have to worry about it. All right, so we got Monique with tickets. We got Snow Panther and Fake Freedom for free food. D. Youngin for free food. Fake Freedom bacon. Snow Panther with the burger, fries, and pizza. Unlimited airline tickets because I love flying and traveling. Evil Gage. Good one. Who else? Free weekly shop. Yep. Free food. Grant says airline tickets post-coronavirus. If it's still around, then I'll take the food. All right. So we got a mix. Anyone else? I love your guys' emojis and stuff. What do you guys think mine is? You guys want to take a guess about which one I would choose? Coronavirus in Argentina. Yep. Coronavirus has been everywhere. The movie Taken has me not wanting to leave the States. Oh, I saw that movie like so long ago. Grant says food. Fake Freedom says tickets. Anyone else? Anyone? Oh, you're saying food for me and tickets for me? Travel Snacks, I don't know. Yeah, my name's Travel Snacks, so that's why it's a hard one. Eva Gage, probably food because of the channel name. I guess because I usually get free food at work, I think you free food. Yeah. All right, I'm ready to reveal. For anyone that said free food, I would choose free food for the rest of my life. I can tell you why. Even though it's like airline tickets are expensive, but here's my reasoning. I gotta eat food every day, and I plan on living for a long time. And I like to eat out. I'm not a great cook. I can cook, but I'm saying I'm not like, I don't love it. So, you know, when you cook and you don't love it, I feel like it's not as good. And I don't really know how to season food that well. I need to learn. That's a skill I need to learn. You don't suck at this game. This is just like a whatever. And airline tickets are very expensive, but I feel like, for example, like when you're in like Europe, for example, you can get places for pretty cheap on airlines. Like once you're there, or once you're in like Argentina or not Argentina, but South America, or once you're in like one specific place, I feel like you can get places. Not that airline tickets are cheap by any means, but I feel like I would probably, over the lifetime, spend more money on food. And also then you'd always get like free Starbucks and free good food. And I feel like that's a lifetime situation. So that's why I chose that. But I think tickets would be a good one too. That's a very hard one to choose. I toured all of Europe before we came. Oh, that's cool. I went to Europe last year, but I didn't tour all of it. I just got to a few of the countries. But with the tickets, you can try any food you want. That's true. That's true. Holland is beautiful. I went to my brain just lost its power. The place with the weed. Amsterdam. I went to Amsterdam and that was beautiful. But I didn't get like any higher than that. And I don't mean that like smoking high. I mean like I didn't get any more north than that. I went to France and Italy, Budapest and Czech Republic and somewhere else that I can't remember. But I didn't make it over to a lot of the other places that I wanted to. Oh, you were 10. I'm sure it was still a good enlightening trip. Okay, so you guys ready for the last one? Maybe I should have prepared more, but I only did 3 because I didn't know if you guys would like this idea or not. So, okay, this is another one. Oh, you're German. Okay. Italy was crazy. Crazy how? Like crazy good or crazy like too many people or crazy like what? Because I have my opinions about Italy and I'll share it once you share yours. I wanted to get to Germany and I didn't get to go. And I'm part German. I'm French, German, Irish, and something else, Dutch. So I have like a lot of mixture of my families. Okay, the last one. Would you rather travel? Okay, both of these options are for 1 year. Budget, like cheap, not cheap, but like budget, and you can go anywhere. Or travel to just one country for that whole year, and you could do it in luxury. Like you could have like the best hotel, you could have the accommodations, all the good food, everything. But you'd have to stay in one country. So which one would you choose? I'm not gonna tell you mine, but 1 year, anywhere you want, and you have to stay like in a lower budget, or one country for a year and you could have pretty much luxury travel. A Fake Freedom says a woman attempted to commit suicide by leaping from bridge but was saved by oh my gosh, that's crazy. I'm glad she was saved. I'm so glad. Fake Freedom, that was in Australia? Or you're saying you're your choice would be Australia, your one place for luxury. Grant says one country living in luxury. Okay, whoever picks one country living in luxury, I want to know your country. I want to know which country you choose. So yours gets a second question. Oh, wow, that's crazy. I'm glad that woman survived. So Monique says she would want to go. Are you saying anywhere for the one country luxury or everywhere for the budget? I don't mean cheap. I don't mean like you're going to be like backpacking. I mean like, you get like a mid-level hotel, basics, but you're going to think about like, okay, I don't know if I could spend this much. This is more like a regular way that people would travel. Grant says Mexico. I love the people. Ooh, Canada. Oscar, you should talk to Grant. He's already in Canada. What part of Mexico, Grant? Monique says everywhere. Kelly P, 1 year in Australia with my Australian husband. Oh, that's so sweet. Hallelujah, that person was saved. Fake freedom. D Youngin, 1 year anywhere because you may get bored of the food, in my opinion, for that one country. Yep. We got a mix on this one, but I think more people are saying everywhere on a budget. Grant says, I'll pass on Canada. He's already in Canada. He's like, I've had my fill of Canada. Evil Gauge, everywhere. Low budget is what makes it fun. Yes. Also, Grant says Belize. Ooh. I've never been there. I want to go there. And actually, like when I was looking before, Belize was a place that wasn't even that expensive. So I feel like that's a place that you could even go on a budget. Hello, Canada. Yeah. I've been to Canada several times. I think it's very, whatever. Like I live in the US, of course. And now that I've been traveling a lot, I've really started just really enjoying to get to know more of the US because I'm from California and, I know everything about, like, I've been to pretty much everywhere in California. And so you kind of get like, oh, I'm sick of it. But as I've been going to other states and learning about things, like I love learning about new places. So it's been very interesting. So I don't think I'm sick of the US yet. I'm sick of the US in the way certain things are happening in the US and the attitudes and stuff. But in terms of just the land and just things, experiences, I love it. So far, I think it's been great. But I still want to travel everywhere in the world. So this van journey, I'll probably be doing this for a while. But I think once I start making my fat stacks of cash on YouTube and become YouTube famous, then I will start integrating some more international travel throughout times and whatever. And of course, I'll share that with you guys. And I hope you guys are, planning for traveling and stuff too, especially after the coronavirus. Okay, Monique says, totally agree. Of a gauge. Fake freedom, what would be your favorite state to live in? My favorite state to live in, I don't know, because I've only ever lived in California and I'm really getting disenchanted with California. The older I get, the less magic I feel for California. I used to just like have the biggest love for California. Like I would be so proud of California living here. And not that I'm not proud. I think there's a lot of great things to California, but I think maybe I just have a bitter taste towards California and towards the America right now, just in general. Which I'm an American, so I guess that's towards me too. But I think I would like to try to live in Georgia or Florida. So far, I think I would love Atlanta, but like a little bit out of the city because I'm not a city. Like I like being in the city for a short time, but I don't think I would love living that city life full time. I'm not that type of person that likes to be around a lot of people a lot. I need to have some quiet time. And I really did enjoy Florida. There's a lot of good things, but except for the humidity on both of those places. Kelly P, my husband says he will do the budget one. All right. And Snow Panther, should I move to California? I'm in Seattle. Okay, before I answer that, I'm going to tell you my answer to that. Would you rather? Why? Okay, first, before I answer Snow Panther's question, what do you guys think I would pick? Do you think I'd pick one country, luxurious, or everywhere, budget? And if you are a snack prep person, part of the travel snacks, I think you guys will know. I have a feeling you guys will know. So I'm going to wait for just a second and give you guys a chance to guess which one I would pick. Actually, I'll answer Snow Panther's question while you guys put your answer, what you think I would pick. Should I move to California? I'm in Seattle. Well, I've only been to Seattle one time, and that was last year, and I was only there for a couple days. It's hard to answer because I thought it was very nice. I didn't like super love it because I was in my car and I couldn't find a lot of like great places to stay, and I was just getting used to car life and stuff. And so I don't think I could give Seattle like the best shot, you know? Like I feel like I would need to go back to experience it. One of the things is like I really love gray and like rainy and stuff, and I heard that Seattle has a lot of that, so I think I would love that. But it's hard to compare because I've never lived in Seattle, so I don't know. But California, and I've heard that Seattle's very expensive, but so is California, so maybe that's just like equal. But I think you might get more for your money in California, just in terms of like if you're a beach person, or like I don't know. It depends on what you're going for. Grant, nah, you love to travel. Plus, you sleep in your car, so. Repeat the question, please. YouTube out. I was saying, which one do you think I would choose? Do you think I would choose to 1 year everywhere on a budget, or one country for 1 year luxurious? Kelly P says she thinks I would go on a budget. Monique says I've been in Florida for 20 years and I want to be out. You think everywhere on for me, she thinks everywhere on a budget. Evil Gauge, it has to be everywhere because of traveling. Snow Panther, I know the budget went everywhere. Young and travel wherever on the affordable. And Fake Freedom, Arizona, maybe Florida. You guys are right. And I love you guys because you guys know me. I have no problem traveling on a budget. And in fact, it's a challenge to me, and I'm very frugal. So to me, it's like I don't feel like the need to be luxurious. I feel like there's going to be a time where I would love to do like a luxury thing or some luxury things. And, you know, if I had a lot more money, I'm not going to be just like, you know, eating top ramen. I would love to do like more high end things, but it's not necessary to me. And I feel like a lot of times stuff like that can be wasteful. I'm not saying all of it's wasteful, but I feel like there's things that can turn very wasteful real quick, and it's not necessary. But I do like some luxury things. But for the most part, I love just like traveling and just being minimal and bare bones, because I just think you can just be out doing so many things, like so many things. There's so many things to enjoy in this world. And then I feel like when you miss a lot of things because you're just only staying in like the top situations, and you're missing like the local vibe, you know? Everywhere on a budget for you. Yep. Ooh, yeah, you got that one right. Yay. You guys got it right. Awesome. Did I miss any questions? Let me know if I missed anything. Yay. You guys did so good. Do you guys like that? You guys like little games on the live chats, or you guys would just rather chat about stuff? Because I like to keep it, you know, vibrant. And like I mentioned on the last live stream, while I'm building this van, I'm probably not going to be doing outside live streams like I was before, because I need to sell my car. And once I sell my car, I'm only going to have this van, and this van's going to be parked here, like getting renovated. So I won't be able to just like take off and just do whatever all the time. So most of the live chats are probably going to be here in the van or here in the house, or if I'm go visit a friend or something, maybe possibly that. But other than that, I think while I'm building the van, we're going to do more like in-van things. And I'm going to move my extender out here, or my parents' extender, and see if I could get a better connection for you guys. Grant says both. Yes, that was fun. Fake Freedom, would you advise Arizona or no? To live in Arizona or visit? Okay, I'm glad you guys like the games. And do you guys, well, okay. I like the would you rather, so I'll do that more too, but I'm going to think of some other games too that might be fun. I'll try to look for ones that aren't lame. I can be corny sometimes, so if there's games you don't like and I introduce them to you guys and you're like, no, you're not going to hurt my feelings. But I think it's a good mix of like showing you guys progress, talking for a little bit, and then doing like a little game, because I really want to get to know you guys. Like, to me, this is more of a community. Travel Snacks community, the snack pack. And I feel like eventually I I want this community to grow so much that we're able to get to know each other. It's not just a channel about me and my life. I want like everybody to get to know each other, and eventually I'd like to do meetups and caravans and whatever. Okay, so back to Arizona to live. I've never lived in Arizona. I've been to Arizona. Okay, so my take on that is that I live, when I'm with my parents, I live here in the desert. Like, let me turn this, I'll show you. And can you guys see that? It's like the desert. I got like Joshua trees out here, cactus, road runners, deserty. And Arizona is very deserty. And so I grew up in the desert, so I'm used to the desert. But to me, it's very peaceful, but it can get old, especially like I don't have any friends out here. And I feel kind of isolated. So Arizona, I've been to several times, and I think it's beautiful, especially if you love like that desert scenery. It's very peaceful. You go out at night, it's so like you can look up at the stars, you see like the actual stars. It's very pretty, but it can get very isolating and lonely. And if you live in anywhere, but even if you want to move to Arizona, I would recommend joining some groups, or if you have family there or friends already, that's great. Or try to make some friends, because I guess for me, I never really like try to make a lot of friends here, because I never thought that I was going to stay in the desert long term, but then coronavirus. And so like I feel fairly isolated here in the desert. And then both my exes live here, but nobody's trying to hang out with their ex, you know what I'm saying? That was so negative. So hopefully that answers a little bit of your questions. Okay. Cool game. All right, good. Fellowship, yes, I love to do the fellowship. You're not corny, I love it. Okay, good. Yeah, the desert is great. The desert is very beautiful, very cool, nice, no neighbors. Yeah, there's really no neighbors. There are some neighbors, but they're not really close by. Actually, there's a neighbor like way down, and I think they had a trap house where they were growing the weed, and it burnt down. And so that was exciting, but not really. I want no's anywhere near me. Hey, I'm not even mad at that, to be honest. Like, I guess that's part of like that nomadic thinking too. Like, that's a little bit how I am. I've tried to pull away from that a little bit. I've tried to open myself up to people more so, because I know that I can get into a very isolating place, and then I take it a little bit too far and just for myself. And then I start being like, oh, now I feel so lonely. And then I'm like, well, duh, you didn't talk to anybody. Like, you didn't put any efforts. So of course you're lonely. So I think it has to be like a balance, because I can spend a lot of time alone. Obviously, like if you live in a car or a van or RV or something, it's very easy to just get into your own little world and be away from people. And that's one other reason why I started the channel and doing live chats, because it gives me a chance to engage with like real human beings besides my family. We need some fellowship, though. God does not want us to isolate ourselves. It's so true. It's so true. And that's one of the reasons why, like when I started this last journey, one of my prayers and one of my things was like, God, open me up to other people and allow me to not stay in my old ways, because I can be very I'm not like a great initiate. Like, I don't want to say that, because I'm really trying not to speak negatively over things about myself, but I typically in the past have not been a great initiator of conversation. Like, I'm not the kind of person that's going to go into a restaurant or a bar and just be like, hey, how's it going? Like, you know, when you were a little kid and you were in like elementary and your parents were like, to make friends, you just got to walk up and be like, hi, my name's Allison, and do you want to be friends? It's like, you know, I've never really been like the kind of person that's outgoing to start talking to somebody. But once I'm friends with somebody, or once I start talking to somebody, then I'm good to go. Then I'm like open and friendly and stuff. But I think I just don't really think about it. I just kind of go about my own business, and I'm fairly independent, clearly. but I love getting to know people, but I also like to have my time. So, but you're right. God did not create us to be alone. He created us to have connections, love thy neighbor, care for your neighbor. And if you're not around your neighbor, you can't care for them. So it's so true. And I've been really, really trying to work on making new friends and connections. So I think this year has been more than any other year. I think I've been making way more connections. Oscar says, give me desert, I'll take it. Gosh, I forget the name of this place. There was a YouTube video I saw, and there was a place where you could live for like, I think it was like $800 a year. It was in Arizona. I'll have to find it. I believe it was, if you guys watch a channel called Cheap RV Living with Bob Wells, that's a great YouTube channel. I've learned so much off that channel. I think he interviewed the guy, and there's a place there, and you can have like dispersed camping, like a spot, and it was like $800 for the year to live there. And they have like, you know, I mean, it's out in the middle of nowhere, so you might love it. But I forget what it was called. But they have a lot of people that just like kind of live out their days and just be by themselves. But look up that channel, because there was a place that was really deserty and really beautiful that you could just go there and like chill out. True. That's why depression and anxiety happens. Yep, that's true. I'm trying to be more open because I'm an introvert. Yeah, same thing, Monique. Like, you guys know, like a couple years ago, like the whole introvert movement just kind of rose up. You guys started seeing like a bunch. And I was like, oh my God, finally, like it makes sense to me. Like there's two squirrels like chasing each other, like having a good old party of their own. But all these like people were talking about introverts, and it all made sense to me, because like, oh my gosh, finally there's kind of a name. Like now I understand like why I am the way I am, in terms of like not like feeling a lot of energy around a lot of people. And I was like, yeah, I'm an introvert. And I started getting on board with this whole like introvert movement. And then I started to like go on my journeys, and then I started to feel very isolated and very like just like lonely, like lonesome. And I was like reading my Bible, and I just started to, you know, kind of go off of like what Fake Freedom was saying, is like, it's not good for people to be isolated. I think that's a tool of the devil, to keep us away from each other, because we're not supposed to be just alone. We're supposed to engage with each other and get in conflicts and learn from each other. And so I really made it a point to try to make new friends and try to like get out of my shell and stop saying I'm an introvert. I'm this, because I don't want to label myself one thing, because really I don't want to just like put introversion onto myself, because that keeps me, there's a lizard over here. This is desert life. There's like so many critters running around, but I don't want to like label myself as one thing, because really I'm the child of God. I'm a child of a king, and we all are, and we all should be like loving each other and celebrating each other. Yeah, you can have time by yourself, but also like checking up on the needs of others is really, really important. Grant says, I'm an introvert as well, Monique, but I'm okay with it. Fake Freedom. Indeed, Monique, God always sends people to us, but many push them away. That's true. This causes a mindset that is more harmful than cleansing. Yeah, it's so true. I also feel that there's like this, I don't know, it's not a movement, but it's like an attitude of like people are throwaways. I've seen the increase of people talking about throwing away people if they just think differently, or do one wrong thing, or even just throwing away time with people, like, oh, I didn't feel like doing it, so I just like didn't even show up to something, or just canceled on the last minute, which I find very, very rude. I wasn't raised like that. Like, I think your word is so important. And like if I say I'm going to do something, like unless I'm like so sick or just something, I do it, no matter if I don't want to do it. Like I still do it, because I think if you don't have your word, like you're basically going to lie to yourself. People away, like give people a chance to redeem themselves, or like have conversations, because we're getting to the point where we're just like not connecting with each other. It's just not, it's not good. It is all about a trust issue. Yeah, it's true. Like trust is hard to come by. And I think when people are with that throwaway attitude and that whole like people don't matter, like I'm just gonna do everything myself, it makes other people feel like they can't even approach you. And that's why I've really tried to be more open and more listening to people. Everybody needs somebody. Yes, indeed. Grant says, I have my wife. That's awesome. I think if you're a married, hallelujah. Like, I think that's amazing. If you have a partner and it's like a supportive, loving partner, it's like the greatest thing. Like, man, I'm like so looking forward to like having a partner. But I really like want to find somebody that would really love and enjoy a nomad lifestyle like me as well. Monique says, sometimes I definitely need my time for sure. I get exhausted with people. Yeah, I think it's true. Like, you don't like, I can get snappy if I'm like around people for a very long time. I guess it depends on the people too, but I think you just like, you need to have time to think. It's not even really about the people. It's more about like allowing yourself time to think about things. But also, one thing I've learned about myself is like, I need to build up my tolerance for other people, because I think I've pulled back so much that now when I get around people, my capacity for people is less. So I'm like, you know what? That's my fault. Like, I need to try to be around people more so that I can tolerate that energy more, and also, you know, section off some time for myself. Grant says, my wife is an extrovert, so we are balanced. So we balance each other out. That's awesome. I don't think I've ever been an extrovert, but my sister is an extrovert, and so I understand that. Fake freedom. The worse the world gets, with more people tend to want to isolate themselves. This is when God needs us to be around confused and lonely and hurting people. Outside of that, it would be selfishness. It's true. It's true. Amen, Grant. Remember the song, Lean on Me When You're Not Strong. Whoa, like that wind is strong. Yeah, we all need to lean on somebody. And it's hard. The older I get, the harder, like, I feel like the harder it is to like depend on people. I feel like people let you down a lot. And I guess that's important to find people. Like, I guess it's important to find people with values similar to yours. And if people don't have values, I think it's okay to call people out in a kind, loving manner and to say, hey, like, that's not cool. Like, and more people should step up and say, hey, what you did was not right. And I try to practice that, but sometimes I don't. Laney, is it L Laney? I'm eating Swiss cheese and grapes right now. Yes. I don't love Swiss cheese unless it's on a sandwich, but I do like grapes. That is delicious. You know what else? It's a totally different topic, but you know what else I heard about this week that I never knew? There's a plant called Swiss cheese plant. Oh, aged Swiss is probably, yeah. Aged Swiss is probably way better than Walmart shaved Swiss cheese off the deli. There's a plant called Swiss cheese plant, and it's like a plant that has holes in it, and it's cute. And I was thinking about, once my van is built, I want to get like a little like rack, very secure, and I want to put like a little succulent, like a couple little plants, just because like plants like are good for like the air. And also it's cute and pretty. But also I was watching another YouTube video about like making sure that everything is super secure, because if you come to like a stop or get an accident, things are going to just like fly forward, and I don't want to get decapitated, because that would be very bad. So I think I'm going to try to do something cute with plants, but I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet. I haven't gotten to the decorating stage yet. Oscar says, Edam cheese. I've never heard of that or had that. I heard something. Good Swiss has to be stinky. I don't think I've had stinky Swiss cheese. I'm trying to go plant-based. I'm also lactose intolerant, but I do like to try new things. I'm trying not to put labels on myself of anything. Like people like, oh, are you vegan? Are you going vegan? Are you plant-based? Are you pescatarian? I'm like, I kind of don't want to just like put myself into one hole, because like I do like to eat fish at least once a week. And every once in a while I like to have meat. And I don't mind doing plant-based, but I don't think that I'm ever going to be like 100% one thing. And I'm okay with that. I don't care if someone's like, you're not vegan, you eat honey. Like, I'm still going to eat honey. I'm pretty sure I'm going to always eat honey. I do like cheese. I like cheese a lot, but same thing, Fake Freedom. Cheese don't like me. Cheese is like, no. So, I don't know. I like all the dead animals. Yeah, I feel a little bad for the animals that are, I mean, I feel actually pretty bad for the animals that are tortured in these like farms and stuff. But I also know that I don't think they should be tortured, but I don't think that we have to ban eating animals. I think I got an alert, an email. Let's see. Are you gonna come through or just thinking about it? It's checking for mail, but the service is slow. I really need to get that extender going because I got an alert. I think it was from PayPal. So really, it's taking forever. Let me come back to it. Hold on. Roger Young just sent you $30. Oh, and I don't have to do it with my mouth. I got a sound thing. Let's see. Well, first I'm going to do this one. And then thank you so much, Roger. I truly, truly appreciate it. It really means so much that you would consider supporting the channel and the snack fund. It's totally amazing. It's so regal. I love these sounds, but I am going to upgrade because I don't like to have to worry about these ads because they're bugging me. I wonder, let me see. I don't know if you can upgrade on this one. Anyway, I'll look at that later.
Why would your kids?
No, I don't want to hear the ad. Yeah, I don't want to watch ads. And like, if I get donations, I want to just be like quick with it. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're at the 1 hour and 40-minute mark. We went 2 hours last week. It's so much nicer. If you guys have been on these live streams for a long time, a lot of you have, you guys have known the struggle with my phone overheating. And that's part of the reason why I used to keep these to like 1 hour because my phone just couldn't handle it. And now that I'm using my computer, I can go longer on these live chats. And it's just been really nice to be able to chat and like talk about world issues and snack stuff and games and what you guys are going through. And you guys have been super supportive and I truly appreciate it. So I don't mind staying on, you know, for the live chats, but I don't want to overstay my welcome with you guys too. I know you guys have things to do on your Saturdays. Evil Gage. Oh, that was me. I used my real name on PayPal. Oh, sorry. If I said your name and I didn't mean to, sorry, but thank you so much. I don't know how to do that because PayPal does use people's put a message in there like, hey, this is from me, and then put your username. But sorry if I outed you on YouTube live stream. But I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, if there's any other topics you guys want to talk about or any questions you have, I'm happy to add that to the live chats. Yeah. Trying to think of any other things. After this, I'm gonna take a break, and I'm going to finish editing the video for tomorrow because it's like halfway edited, and post that up. So it's scheduled for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Father's Day. So if any of you guys are fathers, I say a gigantic happy Father's Day to you. And thank you for being a blessing to your kids because I think that's wonderful and dads need to be celebrated. So I hope you guys have the best Father's Day. And okay, good. Evil Gage says he's not bothered by the name being out. But yeah, I think it's gonna be great. We are going to my sister's house, and her husband went fishing today, I think, with his sons and caught some fish. So we're gonna have fish tacos. And I don't think my dad has ever had fish tacos. And I was like, well, do you like fish? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, do you like tacos? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, then you're probably going to like fish tacos. But then again, some people just don't like that combination together. I love fish tacos. Do you guys like fish tacos? I think they're delicious. That's like one of my favorite things. Well, tacos is one of my favorite things. I think tacos is one of the greatest things ever in the whole existence of ever. We already talked about this one time, but if I could only have one like meal option for the rest of my life, it'd be tacos and then chocolate chip cookies for dessert. But that's just me. Oscar says never had one. Well, first of all, do you like fish and do you like tacos? Because if you like those, then you should probably go get one. Oscar, where are you? What are you in, like the US, or are you in a place that sells fish tacos? I think you should go get fish tacos. You know who has a decent fish taco is Rubio's. If you guys, wherever you are, if you have Rubio's, I mean, that's like just like a chain place, you know, but I'm sure there's other restaurants that have just high quality fish tacos too. Yes, fish tacos. London. Oh, okay. So does London have fish tacos? Is that like a thing? Like, is that like a popular thing? Because I know like California, Wahoo's fish tacos is amazing. I don't think I've had their fish tacos, so I'm gonna have to try that. Somebody else had some really. When I lived in Carlsbad, there was this bar which I forgot the name of, and they had the best fish tacos, and they were huge, and they were so good. Bangers and mash, yeah. Fish and chips. Fish and chips is also delicious. See, I don't think I could give up fish too, because I like like above all the meats. I love salmon, fish and chips. I love tuna. I love sushi. So I don't think that I'm giving up fish anytime soon. I could probably like never eat chicken, turkey, or beef, or lamb, or anything ever, probably for the rest of my life. But fish, I think I'd miss. I don't like, well, maybe Chick-fil-A too. I like to eat Chick-fil-A sandwiches sometimes. But anyways, that's a whole side note. We have a restaurant here that serves great fish tacos. Ooh, that sounds good. Oscar, we do fish and chips, tons of vinegar. See, I like vinegar, but I don't think I've ever like doused it with vinegar. I usually do like tartar sauce. So that might be good. Burgers. You also have Big Burger. Oh, like Burger King. Or I've never heard of a place called Big Burger, but we do have a place called Burger King or Bob's Big Boy, which Bob's Big Boy is old school. That was like from the 50s, and there's not very many. Spaghetti bowl. I don't know. What is spaghetti bowl? Is that what that means? Grant says fish and chips are the best. They are really good. Now I want fish. I really want fish, but now we're going to have fish tacos tomorrow at my sister's house. So I'm not going to have fish for dinner tonight. I don't have any groceries. I really I need to get some groceries in this house because like I was supposed to be on my journey by now, and so I wasn't really like planning to get groceries, and so now like we've had so much stuff happening with the van, and I was away last week in San Diego, and so like I never went to the store, so I've just been eating like all my like remnant stuff that's in my parents' freezer, and now I'm to the point where it's like I think I have a bag of broccoli in there and like some frozen fruit for making smoothies. So I really need to like get to the grocery store, but I've been lazy. Yep, Callie had one in Rancho Cucamonga. Oh, okay. I want fish now too. You guys have shepherd's pie. Yep, I love shepherd's pie, but that has meat. That has ground meat. How do you guys make it? Shepherd's pie, the way my mom makes it, is ground beef or ground turkey, tomato sauce, like with like 50 pounds of butter and milk. Like it's like the creamiest mashed potatoes, and then you just bake that, and then you just, and then it's like a little square thing. But I've seen shepherd's pie done other ways too, but that's the way my mom makes it. But that's just like a basic way. Spaghetti bolognese, that's delicious. Shepherd's pie, of course. My grandmother was British. Ooh, nice to see some fellow UK viewers here. Yep, yep, yep. I haven't even been to the UK yet. I really want to go though. That's one of the places that's on my list. Yes, that one will do. Another great thing that my mom makes is chicken stew. These are all meat dishes. Like my family eats meat, of course, but she makes this delicious chicken stew. It's like these chunks of like really moist chicken with like cream of mushroom, cream of something else. I think celery, cream of celery, and then she puts like big chunks of potato and like I don't know what else is in there, but it's delicious. And and then they ladle it over some white rice. Oh, it's so good. It's so creamy and it's so fattening. But that sounds good too. Yeah. What's best for you? Fake freedom. Now we're talking about food, and now I'm hungry. I had like a little bowl of like beans in there, left over from the other day, refried beans, and then I had one tortilla left, so I just threw like a little bit of salsa in the beans and just used the tortilla, and that's what I had before I started this thing. And so now I'm like talking about food, and now I'm getting hungry. Chicken soup. Oh yeah, chicken soup. Oh yeah, sounds delicious. Yeah, chickens and there's one other thing my mom makes. Like there's a lot of things my mom makes, but these are the things that's like my favorite when she makes it. The other thing she makes that's so good, and also very fattening is tuna casserole, which not everybody likes tuna, but she makes it with like those elbow noodle macaronis or whatever, and then you put cream of mushroom. I think that's it. No, and a milk, cream of mushroom soup with the noodles cooked, and then you bake it, and then I think you shred like a bunch of cheddar cheese on top so that it like browns, and it's so good. Like now I want chicken casserole. I mean, tuna casserole. I'm getting very hungry. Used to like tacos out there, then came back to New York. Yucky here. I don't think I've ever had tacos in New York. I've had pizza in New York, which I thought was very good. I don't think I've had tacos in New York. Kelly now. Sorry. Evil Gage, you're making me hungry at midnight. So you guys are all on the midnight train. Oh, Grant says he doesn't like tuna. The smell reminds me of school cafeteria. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I think there's like, you're either on board with tuna or you're like, you hate it. And I could see why, because when you open that can, it's like, hopefully it doesn't ruin it for somebody, but it's like, it's almost like opening a can of cat food. And it kind of reminds you of like, am I a cat? Because I'm just eating like a can of tuna. But I personally like it, and I usually put like mayonnaise and like pickle relish. But a tuna casserole is so good. Now I want tuna casserole or fish tacos. We've really gotten on board with fish on this live stream. But sorry, Grant. I know that tuna is not for everybody. I think that's like me and like certain things that people like. Like I hate olives. I don't like the taste of olives. I think olives taste like the smell tires. That's the way I feel about like black olives. That's what I say. Tuna equals cat food. Cool with mayonnaise. Yep, I love mayonnaise. Kelly says loves tuna. It's delicious. I don't like olives, and I don't like white raw crunchy onions. I hate that the most. I hate green olives. I hate all olives. I don't hate them. Like I'm not like, I would like if somebody served something with olives, I'm not gonna like spit it out in their face. Like I would just politely eat it, but I don't enjoy it. But I know, but I'm saying a lot of people love olives, and that's the same way. Like a lot of people love tuna, but some people hate tuna. Fresh tuna is totally different though compared to the canned stuff. 100%. Fresh tuna and canned tuna, so different. Oscar says, I think Chicago pizza too thick. I think Chicago pizza too thick and way too much cheese. Too thick and way too much. I agree. I don't like Chicago style pizza. I've had it 2 times. I just can't get down with it. I love pickled onions. I like pickled onions. I do. And I like to cook with onions. Like I like to caramelize the onions. Like that is good. Onion rings are good, but that's totally fried and delicious. And I don't like raw onions. Even like purple onions, like I'll accept that if it's like a potato salad or something. But I don't love onions, like raw ones. It just doesn't, I can't. Okay, Monique says, I've been in love with this restaurant called Carrot Express. Tuna salad on top of sweet potato with cheese on top. In love. I've never tried that. Tuna salad on top of a sweet potato with cheese on top. That's interesting. What a mix of flavors. I might have to give that a try. And as I'm hungry now, we've made all of everybody on this live stream so hungry now. But it's travel snacks, so I actually can't even apologize for it. Who's here for mushrooms and who's not? I don't love mushrooms, but I do like mushrooms if they're cooked really like well done or like crispy on stuff where you can't really taste them. I don't really like that flavor, but I don't know. Pickled onions and egg. Never had that. I never had that. That might be pretty good though, because like the vinegariness with the egg might be good. Monique says I'm allergic to mushrooms. That's interesting. So I'm not allergic, but I just don't really enjoy that flavor that much. There's like certain things that it's like I don't mind them, but it's like I don't love it, you know? Cooked mushrooms with steak. I don't know. I would leave the mushrooms off steak. Grant says loves mushroom. A1 sauce. I like A1 sauce. A1 sauce is delicious. Fried garlic mushrooms on steak. Now once you throw some garlic in there, now we're talking. I think you've totally like changed the flavor of mushrooms once you get the garlic in there. Then I think it kind of like gives it like a little pop of deliciousness. Then I don't think I would hate mushrooms. Oscar loves mushrooms. Kelly P, not down with mushrooms. Big Freedom says, yes, it is. Yeah, I do like a good steak, but I don't feel like I've had a lot of good steak in my life. I like the like really tender, like filet mignon, which is like very expensive. And so that's why I don't hardly ever get steak. But soy sauce, is it soya or soy sauce? Because are those two different things? Is there a thing called soya sauce? Soy sauce is good, but I think soy sauce is a little too salty for my taste. I just recently heard about coconut aminos. Has anyone ever cooked with that or used coconut aminos? I just heard about that recently, and I heard it's a nice alternative to soy sauce for like not being as sodium heavy. Because I don't like the taste of overly salted sauces and foods. I'm very sensitive to the spices and like saltiness of stuff. So I don't really love a lot of soy sauce. Like if I eat sushi, I don't ever use soy sauce. I might use like eel sauce because it's sweeter, but I don't really love too much soy sauce on stuff. I like teriyaki sauce. Well, I like sweet stuff, so I guess that's what happens. Soy sauce. Soy sauce is good. I like soy sauce, but I don't love it. What is everybody gonna have for dinner? Like a lot of you guys are on like East Coast time or like late night times. You're gonna have to have a late night snack. It's Saturday though. You can have a little late night, little pick me up. I think. I mean, sometimes having like a little late night snack is very nice. All right. Any final questions or comments or thoughts about food or whatever? Because I think I'm going to wrap it up pretty soon here because we've been on for almost 2 hours. East Coast, 23:50. Is that almost midnight for you guys? What time is it? What time is it for me? Oh, it's almost 4. This has been a fun live stream. East Coast, almost 7. Oh, so yeah, some of you guys are in different countries. 7 p.m. dinner, yes. I'm at 4 o'clock, and so when I just read that, I paused for a second because I was reading a text, but also I was like, shoot, it's still too early for dinner. Like, I don't want to just be like, hey, it's 4 o'clock, it's time for dinner, because then I'm going to be hungry later. But I'm also like, now that we're talking about food, like I really want to eat food. UK time, midnight. Thanks for staying up with me. Appreciate. Almost 5 for you, Grant. I think this was midnight for Evil Gauge. I'm good. Been eating pizza all day, and it's about 7. Pizza, delicious. Did you say 4? Yeah, it's almost 4 o'clock here, West Coast, California time. I have chicken with my name on it. I don't love, like, I mean, I like chicken, don't get me wrong, but I don't like just like one big thing of chicken. Like, I don't want to eat just like a thing of chicken. It's not my favorite. It's hot here in South Carolina. Did I go to South Carolina? I don't think I went there. Sometimes I get like, when I've been traveling so much, I get like, did I go there? Because I have been to some places when I was a kid too. And so I don't remember all the places I've been to, but on my last journey, I did not go to South Carolina, but I heard it's very beautiful there. Now I want pizza. I know I want pizza. I want fish tacos. I want fish and chips. If I have fried chicken, it's got to be like the most crispy and the most tender, juicy inside. And I don't feel like a lot of people get that, because like sometimes the skin will like peel, like get separated, and it feels like, I don't know, it's weird. Oscar says you're 8 hours behind. Yeah, 8 hours behind. Snow Panther, I don't see a members join button on this channel, like a join, that little square thing. So I was talking to my son, who has a football channel, and he has that membership join button, and I hesitated to do it because I think it's the same thing like with YouTube taking like 30%. And also I was like, I wonder if anybody would want to do that. Members button, if you guys don't know, I believe, because I'm still new to all this YouTube, this hair is just bugging me. But like, I'm new to all this stuff because, as you know, like when you hit 1,000 subscribers, then you get all these things, the option to have these things. And so I haven't really done like a lot of research, but I'll look into it. But let me know if you guys want me to add that join button. You can also go to my website, and there's a snack fund page, and you can do like a recurring membership thing on there if you want. Fish pizza, never heard of that. I haven't tried that, but that might be interesting. Big Freedom, I went to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Great memories. That's awesome. Young, it's a beautiful beach. I want to go there. Fish pizza, I don't know how I feel about that. Same. Big Freedom was on beach for a whole week. Ooh, sun poisoning. Oh no, and a ton of shark teeth from sand. Ooh, that's weird. Sun poisoning is no joke. That is no joke. Made a bunch of necklaces out of them. Ooh, that's cool. You could sell those on the beach. All right, well, I just got an alert, and it wasn't the fun alert like getting snack fund money. It was my alert that my computer is almost out of battery, which is kind of cool because it tells me that we've been on here for a long time, but also I don't want to get cut off from you guys abruptly. Yeah, I don't think I could do fish pizza. Yeah, maybe not. Oh, sorry about the sunburn. Okay, so I think I'm going to have to end anyways because my computer is probably going to die. But it's been a pleasure as usual, and I'm really happy we got a chance to chit chat, have fun, do games, and you guys can see a little bit about the progress. I will try to get my extender out here for next Saturday. I hope you guys have a great Father's Day to all the fathers and all the people celebrating their fathers. And I hope you guys have a good rest for those of you that are about to go to bed. And I hope you guys have a great meal or dinner or snack for those of you that are around dinner time. Full rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys in my comments for the videos and next Saturday. Take care, take care, take care. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you later. Bye, guys. Also, thank you guys for the donations. Really means a lot to me, and I appreciate it. So thank you so, so much.